It was a dry waffle.
I think I got that.
Well, I'm happy I didn't get
One
that.
time.
I don't ever get that chicken, so
I only get it like once or twice. I don't get it often.
I'm not a super huge fan of it just because it's more spicy than I want it to be.
Baby lips over there.
I've never.
It's my tongue.
I've never seen.
Son.
Wayne likes General Tso's chicken. Where do you think that falls on a spicy scale?
Not.
Yeah, but to you.
Not. That's what I meant.
Yeah, but Wayne's not you.
I don't think it's spicy either.
Yeah, I know. If it's listed as spicy. I think a lot of things aren't spicy, but you think are spicy. So it won't.
Yeah, but there's some people that think
Not
that
ketchup?
water is hot.
I think ketchup's pretty spicy.
Ketchup pretty spicy. Mustard, on the other hand, nice and smooth.
Mustard, super smooth. Anyway, welcome to Time's Up. I'm Wayne.
I'm Mikey. Why'd you catch me in the drink?
And I'm Mark.
This episode is brought to you by the Cabbage and Kings Games.
That's the ones. Got anything else to say,
Sweet
Mikey?
follow-up.
The beard struggle.
I expected you to talk about Sullivan since we just said Sullivan's, but W.E. Sullivan's Irish Pub and Fare, also another supporter.
Fantastic
I
follow-up.
didn't want the beardless man to say the beard
Listen, you got all upset at me last week when I was like, "Oh, Sullivan's." You're like, "It was mine."
That was
That's
so
it?
annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were about to say it.
You were like, "You beat me to it."
Yeah, you pussy.
You wiener.
It's okay. It adds flavor.
Blue.
It adds flavor. Anyways, we added this sweet new thing for you guys to watch. It's our hourglass of how long we're gonna be
Ew,
on.
that ugly mitt.
I cannot wait for Wayne to reach back there to flip that thing and just knock all those fucking bottles over.
So once that's
Whole
empty,
shelf falls.
it's time's up.
The
Not
name
now,
of the
not now,
show.
obviously.
Wow.
Seamless transition. Absolute legends.
I'm an absolute. You notice the lights not on
You're a
again?
fucking unit, man.
I am an absolute. Only a Sith deals absolutes. He's a Sith.
Whoa. The red.
We've been through this a couple
Have
times
we?
at work.
I haven't.
A couple times at work. Only Siths deal in absolutes.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that an absolute outcome?
Yeah,
The Jedis are Siths.
exactly.
That's exactly what we came up with.
It took me a second.
I said, what'd I say? I said something to Wayne. I said he's the only Sith deals in absolutes. And he said something about him only dealing in absolutes. And I said, dealing in absolutes.
That means
in
Kylo
absolutes.
Ren's the only real Jedi because he unsithed.
Yeah.
Whoa. And I guess
What about Darth Vader?
Vader.
Yeah, I was going to say, what about Darth Vader?
he Jedi'd
Mediocre.
into Sith, out of Sith.
He's just a bandwagon hopper.
He's just a pussy wiener.
Pretty
Siths
much.
were coming up and he was
Going
like,
back to
fuck
that
yeah.
phrase, huh?
Blue.
It's stuck in my head.
Mark's
Kick it
new
out.
phrase of the day, pussy wiener.
No, it's our catch, man. Somebody,
It's our
flash,
cha- it's our-
thunder.
It's our challenge phrase.
It's our challenge phrase.
So, Mikey,
Pussy wiener.
we got something special for you.
Blue.
Yeah,
Your magic deck is pretty much done.
Yes. I haven't sleeved it. I haven't tested it out all the way, but I think it'll be pretty easy. It does simple stuff and complicated stuff at the same time. You have things that you can do that take a little more thought if you want to, but most cards are pretty straightforward. You can just play this, do what it says, and that's the end of it if you want it to be. You don't have to do anything more than that.
We have options.
So
Yeah.
you can learn pretty easily coming in, and then as you get more accustomed to the game, you'll notice cards are able to interact differently, and you can level up your skill set with the same deck. You don't have to change any cards.
I'm about it. And we're going to be possibly
Showing
recording
it?
that.
Yeah.
And showing it.
When you play it for the first time, we'll be recording the entire process of you learning how to play Magic.
So other people
And
can
then
also
before
learn.
we put that video out, we'll put out the video of me and Mark talking about the deck.
Yep.
Talking about what it does.
Once I
over
get it
my
all
deck.
ironed out and I take out all the stuff that doesn't need to be there, once I get it down to a solid 100.
'Cause we'll test it out a couple times before.
Roger that.
Yeah, didn't quite get to check
Then
it
once
out the
it's
other
ready.
night.
Yeah, we went over to Nick's house and played some Magic, taught them how to play. It was a lot of fun.
Some of
I
them
like
are a
it.
little dumb.
Like
Like Nick.
As usual.
They played the next day without us even being there.
Ooh, how'd that go? They yell?
I mean, they seemed like they had fun with it.
That's a big thing. As long as you have fun.
Yeah, if you
A
have
lot of
fun,
people
you're doing
care
it right.
about competitiveness, and I don't really care about it.
I thought we had. I mean, I had a ton of fun when we played.
Except for the game, the last game we played. Wayne and I both,
Oh,
the experienced
It's like
players.
an hour and 20 minutes.
We were the experienced players, so we knew what was coming. And once we got to the end of the game, we were both like, "All right, it's time to end this." So we were looking for ways to end it. Both of us drew nothing but lands for 5 turns. We're like, "I guess we're just gonna fucking sit here and let these other guys who have no idea what they're playing figure it out for us."
It was a hard time.
It was a while.
Yeah.
We sat there.
Well, I sat there, pulled a land,
I
played
think
the
this is
land.
the longest. Well, because me and Mark decided that like we won't play with our regular decks. We'll play with precons for this one.
Yeah, so it's an even playing field, so everybody has the same power level.
It was a little too even.
Very. Well, I played like my commander immediately, and then they killed it, and then I killed Wayne's, and then I played mine, and then he killed it. We did that about 6 times. I ended up paying like 15 mana at one point for my dude, which is a lot.
His commander originally was 3.
Because that's all I could do. I didn't have any cards. It was just mana. It was just lands. So I was like, I have nothing. I have no cards. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
But essentially, I'm trying to get them more hooked on some more board games to play.
Secret Hitler.
As soon as I get a chance, I'm going to get a copy of Secret Hitler. Dan.
Danathan.
2 days you haven't told me about it.
Looking at you.
It'll
Blue.
be 3 by the time you see this.
Yes, Pussy Boy.
But I need to, because when I asked Dan if he had a copy, he said no, but he said he could order it. So we'll order a copy, and then I think we should all play it.
Yeah. Definitely more than 3 people, though.
Yes. Yeah.
Because then somebody's Hitler and the other 2 aren't.
Well, no, because like Nick
Mark,
and
is it
his
you?
friends they want to play
It'll
it.
be Wayne.
I got
It's
them
always
enticed on it. And then, then us 3. It's almost 10 people.
It's a decent amount.
Yes, that's
Wow.
almost
What?
that's a full game.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at least.
Yeah, because it'd be the Devin, Nick, John, me, you. Devin, Nick, John, me, you, Mikey.
That
That's
would still be 6.
And then his friend Cameron would probably play
7.
if they allowed him. The Dylan guy that was there, he might play.
8.
That would be 8.
Max of 8.
And then maybe Devin's girlfriend. That'd be 9.
Wayne is correct. That's almost 10. The math checks out.
We've gotten the research back.
I'm
We've
happy.
crunched the numbers.
The numbers have been crunched. We figured it out.
The votes have been cast. It's almost 10.
I don't know. I just want to start buying more board games because I want more board games.
Board Game Boy.
I'm trying to get more into them.
I thought we were the what boy? Whatever.
Or the
There's
Pete
a-
Bog Boys. That'll never change.
There's a whole
Well,
story
fuck
behind
that
the
means.
Pete Bog.
Yeah,
Boys.
no, he wouldn't fucking tell me it.
It's a mystery. Listen, I am a bog, and it is Pete.
I don't understand any of these words. They
It's
don't
a
make
magic
sense to
card.
me.
You're basically...
There's a magic card called Pete Bog.
It comes in with storage counters, okay? Come on, what could be wrong?
I don't understand what that means.
It's nothing but gold. It's double the value.
It's pretty good.
It's double the value.
Wow, cool. I don't know what this is.
But I played Risk for like the first time in like 10 years.
Did you cheat bog it?
No. I
Cheap bug.
ran through that game. I
Who
killed
were you?
killed
Then he
everybody.
set it up and he played
I
it.
started in Russia and Europe.
Gotcha.
And as I was running through killing everybody, I just kept going, "Do not fuck with CSS."
Oof.
That's German.
I know, but I was up in the entire Europe region.
I should have said a KGB.
I could have been KGB.
Should have.
I mean, I ran through, killed the first person I killed was John, but I sent a whole group message out, said we all killed John. So we all killed John.
Good choice.
Invaded North America immediately,
I'm playing the politics.
and yeah, exactly. And then ran through.
What,
I
you're
went
not in
down,
a secret chat with North Korea? What's the fuck wrong with you? The rest of us are. Looks like this Mikey guy's out
But
of
then
here.
I moved down through North America and I started pushing Devin out back into Africa where he was, and I pushed Dylan straight out of South America and killed him. And then I just moved on through, pushed Devin out of the game, and then finally pushed Nick out of the game.
You know what really sucks? Every time, I think the last 2 times I played Risk, I was like, I'll start somewhere over here in Asia or whatever. I've got a pretty good amount of troops here and pretty decent amount of land. And I always get cornered and trapped in Australia, and I'm like, I can't leave.
I can't leave.
I'm stuck in Australia. I'm fucking screwed.
Nick started in Australia.
No. It's a mistake. It's a trap.
Yeah, it didn't work out for him.
It's a trap every time. I didn't even start in Australia, and I still got stuck there.
But normally, I guess John starts in like the Europe area or something like that. And then as soon as I started sweeping through North America, it was just over for him.
He's just like, I don't know what to do. Blue, blue. Nobody said the catchphrase.
Nobody challenged
Nobody
his phrase.
came in.
Nobody was there for him. Anyway,
Kind of trying to bait Wayne into it. He didn't take it. He didn't take the bait.
I don't want to say pussy winner.
You've been had.
Or have we?
I've been got.
Pussy winner.
Pussy winner.
Maybe that's enough of the blue.
Maybe that's enough of
Bringing it
blue.
up.
of the wiener.
It's just so good.
It's
It's just.
I realized
so
when I said
good.
the, I was like, I'm just gonna keep going.
gotta commit.
I got to commit.
I can't let him know.
Then
Can't back
you
out.
powered through it, and that's what matters.
Exactly. I
You
didn't
crushed
give up.
it. Nailed it, ace. You can't be stopped,
Yeah,
as some
shut
would
up.
say.
Pin it to
As
the
one
wall.
would say.
One.
That's what one would say.
Why do I gotta be one? Why can't we be many? No explanation on that one. Mikey
No.
has gone silent.
Yeah, he's gonna keep being quiet. Look at him. Look at what he's doing now. Get him.
Wow! Tear him apart.
I was kind of just hoping you would tackle him over the table and be like, speak, damn it.
You know, if it wouldn't ruin everything, I would. Also,
Not much to ruin. Look at this fucking thing. I mean, it's great.
been having to wear a mask at work.
Yeah, fuck you. I don't.
I hate it.
Haha. Sucks.
Do you like wearing a mask?
Oh.
Here's the
It's
thing.
all hot.
Yeah.
We
can't breathe.
We have a bunch of KN95s, like the masks that they distributed to
It's a nice weapon.
workplaces that are supposed to have them,
This is a nice weapon.
and we don't need them. We're outside.
Yeah, you're outside.
We're all on
Golf
different
course.
machines. Like
The
we're
champ.
never within 6
I was
feet.
gonna say the amount of
Yeah.
times you're within 6 feet of people are like when you get there, probably.
We
and-
have like, I'm trying to think of, it's like 40 something acres.
Yeah.
If we're more than 6 feet, like if
Someone's
we're closer than
doing
6
something,
feet,
yeah.
we're doing something wrong.
True.
Yeah, like
I mean, you might be colliding,
we have a lot of grass.
Who knows?
colluding. The hose be colluding.
We got a lot of land to cover.
You get your hose or they start colluding. That's a problem.
Our hoses.
Colluding
Our hoses are indeed.
Our hoses are
colluding.
colluding. They're all colluding. It's all conspiracy. We're setting up a 5G tower. We're trying to give everybody cancer and coof.
Dude,
Can
I
you
they
believe
set
that?
the one up downtown and my nuts started hurting.
Yeah, I'm about to go get my medicinal marijuana for my balls. Can you believe
We
that?
got him. We broke him.
People are just like, oh man, these 5G towers. Better wear this mask. If I don't wear this mask, I'm gonna die. And then everyone else is like, wearing the mask is gonna make you suck in the particles from the 5G towers. Like, what the? So what do we do? I don't understand. A, 5G is not the problem. B, why do you believe that it is? Like, how fucking dumb?
What's the science you have to back up that 5G is not the problem?
Yeah.
Because 5G is literally just a name. It's the 5th generation
Then
of
why-
wireless services.
Why Wayne's nuts hurt?
Why
Exactly.
why do you think they call it? It's probably because he's got cancer from all the Coke he drinks.
Hey, Coke doesn't cause cancer. It's proven. Other than maybe in the state of California.
Probably.
I'm sure it's on here somewhere. It's
But,
always
like,
on these
why
things.
do you think they call it 3G, but there's no 2G
I'm
or
a
1G?
consumer, okay?
It's because it was the 3rd generation.
Why are you attacking Coke?
It's because Coke is a terrible product and I love them.
fucking Sprint, okay? Tells me I qualify for an upgrade on my phone. Look at it, says, oh yeah, $45. Send us your phone back. We'll send you a new one. The one if I go to pick one, it's like, well yeah, $400 up front today.
Yeah.
What the fuck you mean?
What do you mean I get
You
an
told
upgrade?
me $45 and I get a new phone. You didn't say it was $45 and you buy the other phone.
Yeah. But
That's how you get
so
marketing.
also I keep getting these advertisements on Pandora. It's just like Sprint and T-Mobile coming together. No, you're not. Somebody got bought out. You're creating a monopoly. This isn't a partnership that you both agreed to. One of you is going bankrupt. And the one of you is called Sprint. You couldn't afford to keep running your company because your service fucking blows, and T-Mobile was like, guess we got another one.
I mean, they both suck.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah, but T-Mobile has money.
Verizon for the win, though.
Yeah.
We're going to create the best 5G network.
I mean, my
Dude,
phone
I
sounds
love-
fine.
I love the people who are just like, oh, you know, when they have the vaccine for COVID, we're going to have to get that RFID chip. No, you're not.
Hey, dude, it's in there. I heard it's in the vaccine.
Stop being dumb. No, it isn't.
I don't watch the
Prove
news.
me wrong.
Prove yourself right.
I have. It's in there. I've done the research.
Show me. Show me all of it.
My chips are right here. Come on.
Mr. doesn't have a vaccine.
He pointed to his arm. He's
Yeah, I believe it. He said right here, I'm sold.
he's
I'm in.
clearly
They
right.
also keep a sperm sample of every Nobel Prize winner under the reflection pool in Washington, D.C. They have to.
It's-
If we're
it's-
getting a chip, then the sperm is real.
It's not even. It's not even just a sperm.
I'm glad you agree.
They just keep the flat out person.
They just took their whole,
Whole humans in
they
there.
just took their whole section and was like, we just need the bottom. The rest of you can get out.
Listen, we keep talking about these government conspiracies. We're gonna get shut down.
Only
No
if they're
more
true.
funding. Challenge. No more funding for your boys.
What funding?
Funding? Yo, you been getting money you ain't tell us about?
You got something you want to say?
No, of course not.
No.
Hey, where'd you pay for that belt?
Yeah.
What'd you pay for?
My
This wrongly acquired belt.
Yeah,
wrongly acquired. What the fuck you mean? I won this.
It was
this is a
Nick's.
fake belt.
I won this shit.
It was Nick's belt.
There's a second
No.
belt.
The refs rigged it.
You gave Nick a fake belt.
Ump needed to get off his knees. He was blowing the game.
What I said.
Did you see that trophy in there? No, I just saw a pile of bullshit.
That's a pile of garbage that you made yourself.
I didn't
Jeff.
make that's a handmade trophy from my mom and dad.
Well, it's dumb.
From your dad, who was in the competition,
Who deserves a trophy?
Yeah.
who
Big
doesn't
Wayne
deserve
won.
the trophy.
Shut up. Get off your Nick train.
Nick needs a trophy. Nick deserves a belt.
Where's Nick's trophy? He'll get one when he's fucking good enough.
Talking
He
about
was
Nick so
robbed.
much, think he kissed the man. Huh?
What are you talking about?
Mikey's over there making love to Nick's name.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
He'll
I
propose.
was like, that's true. All of it.
I'm just saying, the ref robbed Nick of this belt.
The ref scored about like 15 me. One
You
my
were
dad,
the ref.
2 Nick.
Yeah, who was the ref here?
It wasn't me.
We
We all sat in the boat. We agreed.
Wayne pays for the belt. Wayne supplies the
even
belt.
had we
Wayne
gone
orders
by
the
Nick's
belt.
rules,
If there's no
had
ref,
we gone by Nick's rules of bluegill don't count, I still would have won. I'm the only one that caught a fucking fish then.
if there was no ref, it's an unsanctioned fight. This is
Does
a-
it really happen?
This is
Yes.
a fake belt.
That's like, does a bear still shit in the woods when no one's there to seed it?
Just saying.
I ain't seeded no bear shit. Tell me what I'm doing.
You sitting down in that bear shit, boy?
You take care of that shit. You understand?
Anyways,
Where the fuck is Darlene?
why did Darlene keep coming back into this?
Hey, don't you, Susan?
Don't you?
Susan. What's Susan do? She's a nice lady.
It's just a thing that me and Mark were talking about because me and Mark, not me and Mark,
Me?
me and Mikey.
Mark's like, whoa, when
So
did we-
glad I was involved.
No, me and Mikey were talking. I just walked up to him one day the other day. And I was just
Oh, yeah.
so I looked at him.
We'll
I was
fight
like,
for her
I was
love.
like, I will fight for her love. He's like, who? I was like, it's Susan.
Well, he said, I'll fight for 11. I was like, I don't fight for nothing. And he said, Susan. I said, who's Susan? I said, who? He's like, who are you? He's like, Susan. That's Susan.
Did you hear that though? Mikey will fight for free. I ain't fight for nothing. I'm just swinging.
I don't know. I've challenged him to the good old Macará.
Makara.
The Makara.
Just walk up
The
to
Macarena?
him. No, the Macará.
1, Maka 2, Maka 3, Makara.
They call me Cupid Pete. And I'm the king of the rumba beat.
Just keep running up to him while we're working. I'm like, Macará.
Makara.
And I just get low. I'm like, Macará.
Just keep getting closer.
We
Eventually, one of
randomly-
these times, I'm just going to dress up like I do from World of Warcraft and walk up to him and say, Macará.
We randomly will be like
Just
shoving
charge it.
fridges and say, this fridge wants Makara.
Just start charging it.
I get real handsy with some of the appliances
Yeah.
sometimes.
You're real handsy at
Real
work. That's not
pushy
the
and
message you
shovey.
want to put across.
Real pushy
Whoa,
and
easy.
shovey on the appliances, okay?
Appliances.
On the
Is that what you call them?
appliances.
They're people, Wayne.
A dishwasher is still a dishwasher.
Oh!
Wow.
A refrigerator is still a refrigerator.
How do they manage that one? How do they keep it cool like that?
Install an
Where
ice
do they
maker.
put it?
Locke, thinking about buying an ice maker, by the way.
For what?
He always wants to buy things.
Did you fucking find out?
I mean, obviously ice, but what purpose could
He
he
wants to buy
possibly
a
need it for?
42-inch floor fan for the
For the
warehouse.
warehouse. He brought it up again today.
Brings it up every day.
As
Why
soon
does
as
he
he
just,
turned
like-
the fan on, he's like, if we had a 42-inch.
Why does he just waste all his money like that?
It's Lockwood. It's what he does.
Well, he says that, but he doesn't really waste his money. He treats his
He'll
money
talk
like
about it.
like a well-seasoned old man. Like
Okay.
been through some shit.
So the money he has set aside to be wasted, why?
I don't think he does. I think he just thinks about it.
And that's the conclusion he comes to is 42-inch floor fan.
And then he never buys it. He'll just think about it and talk about it. He'll research it. He'll look up the price. He just
He'll
won't
be
buy
able to
it.
tell you the deets.
He will.
It's like when he panicked when he bought the Oculus.
And then he panicked. He bought the Oculus Go. No, the Oculus Quest.
Quest, yeah, the mobile
Took
one.
it home for a day. Brought it back the next day because it was too expensive. He panicked. He got anxiety because it was too much.
You can't want things and not want to get things.
Oh yes, you can.
You need-
I do it all the fucking time.
I don't do it at all. If I want something, I get it.
Oh no, I do. If I want something, I don't get it. And also, if I don't want something, I'll fucking buy it. I'm the king of buying shit on a whim.
That sounds like a problem.
It is. I'm not $10,000 in credit card debt for no reason.
It's like, I'm lucky I don't gamble.
Yeah, probably, yeah. And that's just because I don't
Man,
know
I
how.
really don't want to gamble. Time to go blow this whole card.
I literally will just be like, one day I'll say I don't need to spend any more money, and like 3 days later I'll blow like $300 on bullshit.
I do this thing where I'm like, I probably shouldn't spend any money, and then I'll get lunch, and then I'll probably get dinner, and I'll buy like a couple cards at Dan's and be like, wow, I spent $200 today. And then I won't touch my wallet for like 2 weeks and be like, it balanced out.
See, I do that except for the don't touch your wallet for 2 weeks part.
You know how much you spent on Magic last week?
You told me, but I forgot.
$500.
Boo.
That's a lot of money.
I only do that like once a year, and
Right.
it's a Gen Con.
Right.
When I can't even do that this year. So.
I bought my Double Masters box, so I pre-ordered that. I didn't count the stuff I bought at Dan's because I traded for that. And then when Nick and them were ready, went to Scott's. I bought 3 Precons, 3 packs of sleeves.
Didn't you get 4? You just kept one?
No, I bought 3 because Nick already had one.
Oh, yeah. Nick got that one already.
Yeah, but so I bought the 3, and then I bought a bunch of singles for me, a couple singles for Mikey's deck, and then I think that was it. But that, like at Scott's, it was like $250, and then $330 at Dan's for that box.
Mm. But
Good
that
thing, the bright side, that box is gonna pay off.
It's gonna be tight. Well, probably for you.
For me, it'll pay off.
It's gonna be a hot box. It's gonna be fun.
Although I'm super excited
Mhm.
because when that box comes out, I'm gonna crack the shit out of it.
I just want to see some more spoilers.
They'll happen. I mean, it comes out next month.
August, I thought,
Yeah, July. Well, it comes out in August, but it's pretty much fucking July.
but it is.
4 days.
Hey, it matters to the calendar.
You know where I'm gonna crack that box at, though?
I don't know.
That's right, folks. We're going to be cracking that box at our good friends Cabbages and Kings. The best place in the Peoria area for you to find your Magic product, whether it be sealed or singles. You can't go wrong with Cabbages and Kings. Stop by their store today or visit their website and pick up the tabletop game you've been craving. The website is cabbagesandkings.games. Again, that's cabbagesandkings.games. What are you waiting for? Go get that tabletop game of your dreams.
We're gonna be
Hey, we're back.
crashed.
Let's dive into the question of the day, shall we?
Yes,
Died.
we shall.
You want to ask it, Mikey?
Yeah. So,
Get it right.
if there's any video
For
game
that, you're answering first.
Ah, shit.
universe, say that's all right. I don't
Any
wanna-
video game universe?
I don't
So,
wanna
like,
say
if it's like a
world.
multiple...
Any
multiple
world,
game-
universe,
exactly.
mythos.
any
Yeah.
type of most and least likely to live in. What would it be?
Okay, so real quick, let's set up some ground rules. What are the rules? Are you just like an NPC,
You're your own character.
or you matter? Like you're a character there. So you're like if it's a game, you're your character.
If it was an actual world, like right here, everyone plays a part. There's
Okay.
no NPCs. It's just standing.
All right, and does
Everyone
like
actually does things.
let's say you pick like a game that's got kind of like a smaller map. Does it scale up to the size that a
It's
normal
the
world would be?
It's the universe. So if
Okay.
there's lore outside
So
of
like
the world.
if you pick like a Pokemon Emerald, it would scale up, and instead of taking 5 minutes to walk to a
Yes.
city, it would take you. Like,
The city would
weeks.
be
Yeah.
like if it was like
And there would be
It
towns in
scale to, like,
between.
real world scale.
yeah,
okay.
there'd be like big buildings and floors.
Okay.
And everything would be
Uh,
a real world.
real talk,
Real talk.
RuneScape.
RuneScape.
That place would be dope. If it scaled up and looked just like it was the real world, and there was actually new towns and villages in between, like Lumbridge and Varrock,
But-
shit would be dope.
But you have your current skill set.
Like me as a person or my character?
You.
Fuck it.
Like it's just picking you up and putting you in that world.
Yeah, it's fine. I go straight back to Tutorial Island 07. Do it.
Tutorial Island.
I didn't think about RuneScape. That's a pretty good option.
I thought about it on the drive because I had like a thing picked out. I was like,
That's a
I could
pretty
probably
good one.
figure out a couple. And then when I was coming back from food, I was like, dude, fucking RuneScape.
RuneScape is pretty good.
RuneScape
Can you
is
imagine
pretty-
going on like just months and months of a journey just to go to the elves?
That would be sick.
That'd be dope as
What was
fuck.
that? What was that battle mode they had where you had to go to the other person's castle?
Castle Wars?
Is that what it's called? I haven't played it since 8th grade, so.
Well,
fuck, I
there's
know.
two things you're talking about. There's a mini game called Castle Wars where a bunch of different people can participate, and then
Yeah.
you have your own actual
The
your
one-
player house.
No, not that one. Castle Wars is what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Where you go, there's like an underground, you can go
It's-
over to their
It's
side and
Sar-
above ground.
Saradomin versus Zamora.
Yeah, you run around, you fight people.
Yeah.
That was fun. I always liked
It was
doing
super fun.
Yeah,
Did
who
it
would you
once.
like?
that. Really?
Yeah, one time.
I did it all the time. That was
I
like,
never did it.
Well,
So
I never had membership for like the longest time.
So
I
there's
had the
a
premium forever.
there's a cape you can get in game that you can only get, and there's upgrades you can only get to certain items
Uh-huh.
through doing like Castle Wars and
Yeah.
mini games and stuff.
I remember that.
If you play OSRS, Old School RuneScape,
It's the only one. I've
you
ever
can still do those things. You can get those
Yeah.
upgrades. You can go play the mini games,
You play
Castle Wars and
RS3,
stuff.
it ain't happening.
If you play on RS3, which is the original RuneScape, just constantly updated, literally no one is a Castle Wars.
played. Yeah.
Nobody does it anymore.
Nobody
Yeah.
does most of the
I
mini
mean, I guess, how old's RuneScape when it first came out?
2003, and it was called Deviant, something Mud.
That's when it was 2V. 2V?
2D?
Yeah.
I think it was
It was a 2D model.
it might have been Deviant Mud.
Well, it was like 2007, 2008. Like 2000, probably, I'd say late 2006 to like 2008, 9-ish is when I played. Hard,
So you
like,
started
really
playing
into it.
RuneScape around then?
I started late 2006, I want to say.
Yeah, I think that's about when I
It was
started.
like summer school, so.
Because I'm due for like my 15-year cape soon.
I'm trying to think.
Sad day.
I already have mine.
Sad day.
Would already have it. Can we get a moment of peace for Buster Brew 95?
Buster Boo 95, rip.
I got it.
Rip in peace.
Rip
Did you
and
see how that
peps.
actually brought a tear to my eye a little bit there?
He said, you know what?
Yeah,
Damn Russians.
that's how much that fucking broke me. Played that game for so long,
For context,
on and off.
Wayne's account has been hacked, what is it, 2 or 3 times now?
Not RuneScape, right? RuneScape's only just one.
Yeah, no,
RuneScape-
RuneScape got hacked the one time and it never notified me.
It was just the one.
So it was
yeah.
too late.
Well, and it's the only one that mattered because permabanned, no appeal. I don't know what they did on his account, but shit's gone
They used him.
Yeah, they fucked it up.
forever.
I keep getting emails now saying that someone keeps trying to log in, changing the password. It's like, you can't fucking do nothing, so have fun.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone.
Like, what profit is there to even be made off of RuneScape accounts?
Real world trading gold and stuff. People
Guess.
still trade money for. I don't understand why, but all my stuff, all my sweet skills, that 99 I got before Devin's bitch ass.
The first 99?
It's not my first 99.
No, your first 99 though.
Fishing,
Yeah.
the fucking hardest one.
I don't know what mine was.
Probably the most annoying one. I don't know about the hardest one.
You don't remember what your first 99 was?
It's
Fishing
been a
one.
long time.
Constitution.
I'm gonna get my when
I
I add
wanna
to
say
when I
it's
add to my
archery. I don't
tattoo,
know.
I'm gonna add.
Oh, I'm
the,
sorry. It's not Constitution anymore. It's HP.
I'm gonna add the first 599s I got
Mhm.
to the tattoo dangling off
Oh,
the
yeah, I
tattoo.
forgot you were going to do that.
Give them those little flags, little banners.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It'll be the little circle with the picture of the skill on the inside.
But yeah, I would probably pick RuneScape just because of
It's very good. I have been
Mm.
thinking about doing a hardcore character.
just the mass, just the hugeness of the world, how big the world would be, because that's supposed to be, that map is supposed to be like the world so far, at least the RS3 map is.
Mm-hmm.
So to expand that onto an entire planet and then just check that stuff out, man.
It was always so fun, too, running. If you would run from, like, what's the main city? Like, where everyone...
Lumbridge. where
Everybody
Lumbridge spawn.
spawns
run
in
from Lumbridge
Lumbridge.
up to, like, they I don't know what they have now.
Now
They
in
used to have-
RS3, you spawn over by Birthwarp and stuff.
What's that?
Ew.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
Birthwarp wasn't a thing.
Oh,
Well,
in
Birthwarp was
2007. It was a thing, but
but
it
it was
wasn't
tiny.
a huge thing. That's
No.
where all the like training and stuff is now.
Yeah, but you start over in Birthwarp, and
You
People-
pretty much go tent to tent, learning your skills, and then you're
I remember
free
going to the
roam.
desert area,
yep.
and I used to fucking hate it.
But people would either
Scorpions whoop my ass.
when they spawn in Lumbridge, you would either go straight north, cross the river, go up the bridge. Once you realize you can't go to the desert yet because you haven't done the quest, and you don't want to pay the 10 gold,
Yeah.
because you're like, oh man, I'm
Then
poor.
you find the shortcut around.
You would either find the shortcut, or you'd ignore it and go up to Varuk, and that would be your first time at Varuk, or you'd go hard west and go all the way to Falador.
I
You
remember.
know the other... Do you remember the quest where you were in an area with, like, a bunch of dead trees and stuff, and you went into a house, and it locked you in the house? And there was
Yeah,
a
that's in Lumbridge.
vampire in there or some shit like that.
But that's not the one. You're talking about the one that's in Draenor.
It like, locked you in the house.
In the mansion?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Draenor.
I didn't have a piece of that quest that I needed
So you didn't finish it?
when I got locked in the house.
There's ways you can get out of the house.
I know.
I know. So your character's just there forever?
No.
Oh.
I think I logged one day and I wasn't in the, like I was out. I don't
Well, you
why.
know you can use the home teleport and get out of anything.
I don't know.
Now.
I was a dumb kid. I was like,
Because the only thing you couldn't get out of with the home teleport, I think, was you couldn't get out of Wildy at a certain level, which you still can't.
I think it's level 30.
And you can't get out of, like, instances. Like, if you were in a Castle Wars game, you were in a Castle
Yeah,
Wars
You're in the
game.
game.
I remember that.
Or like the Tears of Fist of Guthix or whatever it was, where you went in as a mage, ranger, or a soldier, regular warrior, and fought it.
When did they add the houses?
The player built houses.
Yeah. Where you could go, you go in, you bought all the stuff.
2006.
Is that when they added it?
Yeah, because construction was a
Never
skill
mind.
in 07.
I started playing in like 2004 then or something because I remember it was a good time after when they added that and I was like, wow, this is so cool.
Construction got added. I think that was the last skill they added before summoning. No, because they added Slayer. They added construction then Slayer.
Did they always have the premium, the $5 a month thing?
Yeah.
Always
Well,
since the
not
game
from,
was
I
made?
think
Or?
after like 2004.
Once it became RuneScape, they added the members section. And then in 2007,
that's when you could access the full map.
I think it was
and stuff.
2006 or 7, it went up to $7.
Because it
I
was
think
definitely
now it's
still
like 10.
5. It was still 5 when I played. And I remember the houses becoming a thing and being like, holy shit, this is so cool.
Yeah, because construction was a skill. I think construction was like the last time Zezma was the first person to max XP a skill. And then Zezma just kind of was just a name. Like everybody knew Zezma through 2007, and he was still active in 2007. He was still the #1 player, but after they added summoning, I think is like the last time he was really active. Because I don't think he maxed dungeoneering.
I'm thinking about playing
What
again.
happened to that guy?
I think he has 99s in every skill,
Think about making a new account,
except for
playing again?
invention. Invention is way past Zezma, but I think
How do you do it? Though?
dungeoneering was the last 99 he got.
I think I'd do a hardcore.
You
Like,
gonna do you gonna do a hardcore
I
one?
think so. That's
What are you going to do? Just an Iron Man or a hardcore Iron Man where you die and you lose your hardcore status?
What's the difference? Explain.
So an Iron Man cannot trade with anybody, cannot use the GE.
What's G?
The GE is the Grand Exchange. It's
Oh,
where
It's like the big trade.
marketplace.
instead of selling stuff to the trader and then the trader selling stuff to you, you can sell it directly to other players.
Gotcha.
You cannot use that. You can't get drops from other people's kills. You can only get stuff from things you killed. Hardcore Iron Man is all the same rules, except you cannot die. You only have one life.
I'd like that one. I mean, I feel like if I'm gonna do one, I might as well do it both.
I'm pretty sure when a hardcore dies, it just turns into a normal Iron Man. But there's an announcement, like,
I think it actually killed her character now.
because there's an announcement to the entire server that
Because I also want
blank
to play,
died
Yeah.
to this as a hardcore.
I also want to play old school RuneScape.
That's where you want to do it.
Okay, because that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
I don't want to play
It's
the new.
better to play.
I remember I hopped on not too long ago because we were gonna play.
Yeah.
I think that was when I
See,
had my Mac.
here's
and
the
it
thing.
ran super shitty.
Like,
I couldn't do it.
when you play an Iron Man account, you want to play an Iron Man account because the goal is to be able to do everything alone. In RS3, there's just stuff you cannot do
You
alone.
literally can't. You have to have other people help you.
I just don't
like,
like the way RS3 looks.
Like Virago,
You can't do
you literally,
Virago.
it's impossible. If you don't take 5 people minimum, you cannot
You
fight
can't do any of
Virago.
those raids alone.
Can't do the raids. Can't do Virago. Here's the thing.
The one that you could, it's not even considered a raid, but the one thing you could do is fucking like.
I think they made it to where
Uh,
Iron Man accounts can go into those and do them, but they only get credit for what they've done.
What they kill.
But at the same time,
They have
what's
to
the
actually
point then?
kill Virago and stuff to get.
Yeah, like if you want to get the Octo armor in the raids, fuck that. You know how hard that would be? Which is a shame because
impossible.
I really want the Octo armor, so it's a shame.
I remember when we started going in all the time, and we started actually doing like the dungeon runs
Mhm.
where we would go in and we'd kill like God Wars dungeon.
Mhm.
We would go in there and just do everything, and then one time we were like, "Oh, we're gonna go to Kirill." This is the
dude.
ranged one, and then Garrett was the only one that couldn't go because his range wasn't high enough.
Yeah.
Just knocks him against the wall. It's a fun place.
Here's the thing, like Garrett's range was at like 50 something, and you need to have 70 to get to Grill.
Mhm.
My prayer was at like 20 something. I was like, I guarantee you, I can get my prayer to 70 and go to Saradomin before Garrett gets his ranged up, and I did. I got my prayer to like 85 before he got it to 70. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
And then eventually we all started going to Nex, which is the bigger boss in God Wars dungeon.
I remember the first time we dropped in Nex, it was either you or me. I don't remember which one of us dropped in there and was like, instant kill dart. And
It's
Zach,
me.
yeah, you were just like instant kill dart, and Zach was like, "What the fuck was that?"
Just immediately popped her.
Because there were event items. Every player that participated in the event got 3 instant kill darts.
Wow.
That one shot any boss, but you only got 3, and once you use it, it was gone forever, and you couldn't trade it. And so Wayne just dropped down there, and was like, "Dink!" And I don't think you got any XP from an instant kill either,
No, you don't get XP from instant kills.
But
I got the
you-
drops.
but you get all the drops.
Just straight popped it, and Zach was like, "Well, what the fuck? What are we supposed to do till it respawns now?"
Yeah, because Zach was like
Sick,
max
dude.
combat level, everything. Like
was
he was ready
ready.
to actually fight it.
The like
Max is kind of tough.
the thing, like for a while, like because Zach was really good at doing all the skills and stuff. So for a while, it's back when I lived at my parents' house. I would do Zach's quests while he did my skills for me.
What do we got?
Because he's like, "Hey, I really don't like this quest because it's a combat quest. I do the combat hotbar super well, and I can set it up pretty good since it's RS3. We go in, and I explain to him what we need to do when we're in our call, and he's like, "How about I just send you my login information? You do it for me, and I'll do whatever quest you want me to do with your stuff." I was like, "How about you just do skills for me?" He's like, "I can do skills." He's like, "I'll sit there and do skills for you." I was like, "Cool. Will you do farming while I do your quest?" He's like, "Yeah." Then that's why my farming was so high. Zach was doing it for me.
We're the
I
guy.
fucking hate that skill.
Yeah, I think the last time I played RuneScape with him, I had the exact opposite issue going on. And he was like, "Man, I'll fucking do any quest you want." I'm like, "Sick, that's what I need. I fucking hate quests. I hate quests.
The combat quests are I'm really into.
I just don't like doing quests."
I don't know. I always wanted the Questscape because that's the first skill cape I saw was the Questscape, and I'm like, I really want that one. But
I love it every time they add a new quest because I can audibly hear Zach from the other side of the city go, "Fuck," because he has a completionist cape. And every time they add a skill, everybody with a completionist cape loses it until they complete
I
the
think they made it
quest.
to where you keep this. I think they made it to where you keep the cape.
Oh, you keep it now?
You
Because I remember like when they first
Yeah.
updated the game,
So
if
it's
you had a
cooler when
complete,
you
yeah, if
take
you had a
it away.
completionist
I
cape,
think
they
it
were just like,
I think it untrims your quest cape.
that'd be,
I think that's what it
that'd be
is.
fair.
I'm
Maybe
not
it takes away
100%
your
sure.
bonuses. Because
I could be
completionist
wrong.
cape,
I haven't played.
I'm pretty sure the
RuneScape
completionist cape gives you
in
some
about a
fucking
year.
solid bonuses. I'm pretty sure it's fucking 33 hybrid, which is
Yeah.
really high for a cape.
It's a really good cape.
Yeah, it's a really good combat cape.
It's really worth actually doing all the quests. However, the quests are kind of difficult.
Yeah, it's one of the best comic
So,
books.
what
that's
world
my
would
world.
you not want to live in?
Not want to live in? I didn't think about that one nearly as much because Dark Souls, duh, stupid. Anything that comes out of that studio, Demon Souls, Bloodborne, nope, not about it.
Mine's gonna be boring. I'll think of a new one, I guess.
Well, you're gonna have to.
Now, see, I just ignored the Dark
I thought
Souls
it
stuff
was
because it's a given.
Yeah, I mean it is.
It's a given. It's gonna suck.
That was definitely my first, but I have many, so.
Well, I'm glad you do because just any world that you go to, that it's immediately like everything's awful. Like,
terrifying.
Hey, it's not all awful at Bloodborne right off the bat.
Well, here, how about
Yeah,
this?
the
Okay.
first thing you do is get attacked by a werewolf.
But you don't notice. It's more about the world you notice, the worse it gets.
What? You
Okay,
don't
how
notice
about this
you're in
then?
like a
I'll
12 by
talk,
12 room with the fucking thing.
I'll talk first age Tolkien Middle Earth. Literally, a dragon the size of a mountain spawns all other fire dragons because a god that was jealous made him. Fuck no. They went to war with flying boats. They were all demigods. Like, screw this. This is nothing but this is a hellscape. Second age, maybe sure, fine, whatever. First age, I ain't doing it.
It's all about the first age.
Wow.
Third age is where it's at.
Third age is where fucking Sauron is. Screw that shit.
Well, you just gotta deal with Melkor in the first and second.
I would rather.
What? You'd rather deal with the man that made Sauron?
No, listen, if you go fucking second age, you just jump to the Shire, you're safe. Ain't nothing in the Shire.
That's true.
Shire
That's true.
The only time the Shire wasn't safe was the first age because there were literally dragons everywhere.
Yep.
Second age, they were gone. Most of the dragons were killed. You're good.
Dead Zos. So, what game would you like to live in, Mikey?
Nope, it's your turn.
You're not prepared?
No, I have to think of my second one still. Trying to weigh my options right now in my head.
So, the game that I would want to live in, it's kind of a given because I'm all about it. I want to be a Spartan in Halo.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, who
We
would
didn't
have
see that
thought?
coming.
Man.
That's just what I want.
Fucking side
The thing is, I want to be.
But you wouldn't be a Spartan because it would be just you. Pick you up,
It's
put
false.
you in the game.
I could sign up for the Spartan program.
And fail. Pick a second one.
Then would it be? Then would it be you anymore?
It wouldn't fail. And yet. Okay, if the fucking United States military was like, hey, dude, we have the Spartan 3 program. Guaranteed to go right. Abso-freaking-lutely, I'm doing it.
They just manufactured super soldiers.
Yes.
That was the whole plan.
That's what the Spartan 3 program is.
All right.
I've already tried it once.
The Spartan 1s, they all died. That's how it went. Spartan 2s, not a lot around, but it worked. Spartan 3s barely ever fails. Doesn't ever do anything wrong.
But it does sometimes.
Sometimes. It wouldn't go wrong with me. I know that for a fact.
Wayne guy.
I'm just saying.
No. Me and Halsey would be like this.
This guy who is pre-Gen 1 over here thinks he'd make it.
Shut the fuck up. But I like the way the whole universe is built.
It's pretty dope. Well,
Dude, some universes are built pretty cool.
What's up? You gonna say something?
I mean, I was gonna say it's a pretty dope universe, but that if you were actually living in it,
Oh, the flood would be horrifying.
it would not be a dope universe.
No.
the thing that'd be the biggest issue. The flood is now a real thing that I have to worry about.
Yeah.
However, depending on where I'm at, I don't know that shit exists. Even though if I'm a Spartan in that world, I do know. Because it is made sure I'm knowed.
Oh, you know what? I just thought of another world not to be in, but I'll talk about it later because I don't want to accidentally maybe take something from Mikey again.
Don't do that.
You might do it again.
I doubt this one is
Yeah,
it.
so I'm gonna say Halo would be the one I want to live in. The one I don't want to live in.
What would?
Actually, this is going to be my new answer. I'm changing mine.
I don't want to live in Shenmue 3.
I don't know if I know what that is.
I don't.
It's a very shitty game.
Oh.
Well, okay then.
It's a very,
That'd be
very
it.
shitty game.
What is
Oh,
it?
you know what?
Essentially,
What is it about?
the backdrop. Pirates,
Okay.
Asian kid, because he's an Asian kid. They're all Asian in Shenmue. But it's pirates, a kid, a master, father killed by master, son tries to kill master for killing father, almost dies twice. They make the third game still equally as shitty.
Wow.
And that's Shenmue.
Just sounded so boring. The one I thought about, the second you said Asian, is there's a game about a kid.
Dynasty Warriors? I fucking
No.
hate that game.
There's a game about a kid
I like it.
who
Living
just
there
is
is sick,
around disasters, constantly natural disasters, bridges collapsing, earthquakes happening, all over the place, and he just like goes to save people. And you have these options you can pick, like when you're introducing yourself, and one of them is like 8th grader disease style, which is a thing that in Asian culture it's called 8th grader disease, where you're basically super edgy for no reason, and you think anime is real.
Anime is real?
That's what you think.
Do you get to keep the appetite?
No, it's not like anime isn't real. It's where you like act that way. Like
You
you,
act like it's real?
You
yeah,
act
like
as
you
if
remember the
it's-
So
kids in
do-
high school
do
who
I
run with
get-
their arms behind their
Yes.
back? Like that is how you act.
Do
Do
I
you
get
think
like
it
the
makes you go
appetite
fast?
of like Luffy or
No,
Goku?
you get your
Yeah,
appetite.
you
What
might
if I
think you do.
develop the appetite of Luffy or Goku? Where can I go?
Your stomach would explode.
Wow, I was really reaching for a transition there. Anyways, you can go to W.E. Sullivan's Irish Pub and Fair today and experience their amazing menu yourself. Our Pete Bog Boy favorite is the amazing pretzel bowl. It never fails and it always pleases. They also have an amazing beer menu for you to try. Super extensive, super awesome. So stop on by Sullivan's today and tell them that we sent you.
And we're back.
Yeah.
Also, on top of, if you don't think Shenmue's good enough for me to say, I would hate to live in For Honor.
No, that'd be pretty.
It's a bad fucking time to live.
That'd be pretty bad.
Middle Ages.
Everybody getting warred against
Whatever
each other.
age you would consider.
Everybody's being manipulated to kill each other.
That era
The
was
fighting
just not
styles,
good to
you
learn.
learn the fighting styles there would be pretty sweet. But
I mean, if
let's
you were
be
like
real.
a knight or a samurai or
If
something
you're
like that, it'd
if
be
you're
pretty cool.
yeah,
If I can just invent a
You fuck
gun real
everything up.
fast,
right
I'm
quick.
fine.
that's not how that's gonna work.
Just bang! It's
mean,
like, see all these dead bodies? Sulfur.
Overall, good
Sulfur.
game. I wouldn't want to live there.
For Honor is a good game. Don't play it anymore, but
I wish I could sometimes.
Okay, I think we're at the inevitable spot where Mikey has to pick something.
I have my first one.
You're gonna
Where I
need
would most
to-
likely want to live
Where would you most likely want to live?
is in the Mass Effect world.
I knew that was coming.
Andromeda?
Big freaking surprise.
Okay, good.
It's not Mass Effect. Us Mass Effect fans don't consider that a Mass Effect game.
It is much better with mods, but not the base
I
game.
played
If
1 hour
if your
of it.
game has to be made better with mods, then it's not a
bad
good
game.
game.
Yeah, it's a bad
Terrible
game.
game. I'll be the first to admit it.
But then what is
Be worse.
DLC if not a mod made by the
It's
company?
a DLC.
It's a mod that you bought from the
I'm about
company.
this loophole. This loophole's pretty okay.
Jeez. That's where I live, though.
In Mass Effect, would you allow it to keep you a human, or would you want to be a different alien?
No, I want to be a human.
What would you be?
I said no, I would want to be a human.
Oh, I thought you said no. I wouldn't want to be a human.
I'd be a human.
The way it sounded was totally different to me.
You say I just get dropped in as me, but he gets
If-
to pick his race? What is this?
If I didn't,
You don't.
if I couldn't be a human, if they chose to like, go, but you can't be a human, I'd be a Turian.
A turtle?
Sure, you can pretend I said that.
Turian.
A Turian like Garrus. Because
I'm a Gek in No Man's Sky. What up?
we're both Gek boys.
I don't play that game.
Get it?
I look like a parrot.
Parrot.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty fun because space and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yo, if it wasn't
Other
pixels,
than them blue guys trying to kill you.
if it wasn't pixels in my
guys.
eyeballs, Starbound would be pretty good.
I don't know what you're
I've
talking
never
about.
put Mass Effect, so I don't
I don't
fucking
think
know.
you have.
Just assumed.
You made a bad assumption, my friend.
So you would want to live in Mass Effect.
Yep.
What about it draws your attention?
I love space travel.
Simple man.
Also, everything's ultra modern. Everything's contemporary. Like your fucking ship's like super sleek.
It's just minimalist style.
Yeah, everything's
seen
all
this-
minimalist
You've
and
seen
ultra
this man build in
contemporary.
Minecraft. Nothing
Everything's
but windows.
stark edges and windows
and bad
everywhere.
ones too. You build weird houses. I don't like them.
The most recent one is not good. The fucking upstairs is terrible. Every time I walk down the stairs, I'm like, I hate this house. I think that's why I didn't play it that much. Like my first house I built on the other server, I was on that thing all the time.
Dude, I liked
It's
mine.
fine.
I could have done without the factory I put right next door
Yeah.
that made ass loads of
It's
noise.
annoying.
That's why I built it so high up in the sky, though. I was like, this is loud. So I tore it down and I built it like 20 blocks up so you wouldn't have to hear it when you walk by. If you went in through the doors, though, you heard it loud and clear.
Yeah.
That was a good server.
I built a lot of different houses
I
there.
remember when I built that turtle sanctuary because I accidentally killed one of my own turtles, so I stole Chris's, but I didn't want him to know, so I hid it from him.
What a guy.
Remember that because we spent a good time doing that.
Yeah, we spent a couple hours making a turtle sanctuary. I built a wall of trees that he could not see from his house.
I remember that too.
I built two walls of trees. I built one in front of
The
my
one
house.
we built was covering the turtle
It
sanctuary.
was
Yeah.
hiding the
Because as
sanctuary.
soon as his turtle died, he's like, "I'm taking Chris's. Fuck Chris. I'm taking his turtle."
Because
Then he
Finding
realized
it.
I was like, "Well, if Chris finds out about your turtle, he's gonna kill yours."
Yeah, so I named mine Franklin with a name tag. Chris didn't name his, but we pseudo-named it Richard. Mine died because I backed into some wood in my boat, and it was in my boat, and it suffocated. I was like, no! So I took a name tag, named his Franklin, and stole it, and then I set TNT on his dock and blew up his dock. I was like, oh, it must have been a creeper.
What a guy!
And then I hid all the turtles in a sanctuary.
I had so much stuff on that server. I had like 3 trapdoors in my house that
It
lit
was
the
a good
areas.
server though.
All right, what world would you want to live in least?
Bioshock.
Bioshock? Oh, I don't disagree with that. That's awful.
That's
Mainly because my fear of the deep sea.
But you do Bioshock Infinite because you're in the sky.
No. I didn't like
too
that
high.
game.
I didn't like that one, so no. And the other ones were scary, so no.
So you're saying like
Exactly.
Bioshock down in the ocean?
Like the first Bioshock.
Yeah, like Big Dads and stuff.
Like the splicers and shit jumping around
Fuck
everywhere.
the Big
Fuck
Daddies.
them. I like Big Daddy. That was probably the least creepy thing about it to me was the little girl and Big Daddy. The
I didn't
splicers.
find it creepy. It's just
The
they-
splicers
they're fucking
terrified me.
mean.
Well, they made him out to be like big scary guy, and it's
Yeah.
like I just saw him as a dude protecting some little girl, and I was like, I'm down with that.
I mean, it was A and B.
Mhm.
Yeah. A little bit of both.
Mhm.
It's like, I'm protecting this little girl. Oh, how adorable. I'm also a murder machine. Ooh, that's adorable.
I am also built to kill,
Oh, that's adorable.
but still
Yeah,
cool.
this girl is a ghost. Oh, you know what? A little spooky.
I didn't like the splicers at all. I thought they were the scariest thing about that game. They just looked the main enemy. I really can't remember many other enemies in that game.
Would you kindly?
Kindly what?
That's just the phrase they use in that game.
Oh, I don't play a lot of Bioshock. I don't know.
I played the
I've seen
first.
a lot of videos about
I
a
haven't
lot
even
of
watched it.
things.
We watched a lot of video game videos.
I do.
and then makes opinions about the game.
Now, speaking of video
I
game
don't make
videos,
opinions about the game.
No.
screw people who are
Sometimes
like,
you do.
why would you watch somebody play video games? Screw people who shit on streamers.
You said something about God of War. You don't think you would want to play it?
No, just by watching the actual gameplay.
Oh, no.
I don't think it's a game that I would be interested in
Yeah,
playing.
'cause-
If someone were to say, "Hey, sit down and play this game," I would.
Because weren't we talking about the cinematics for God of War 4 or whatever? Or the newest one? The newest God of War?
3, yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about how, like, if you just watch the cinematics, that game definitely should have got Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Like, it was amazing.
I think the game itself. I didn't play it, but I watched the whole playthrough of it. I didn't just watch any cutscenes or
Yeah,
anything.
like when
it looked like a really good game.
It's got an amazing
altogether.
I
story.
watched the gameplay on it to see if it was something I was interested in. But like when I tease into the gameplay, and that's when I make a decision if I want to try the game or if I don't.
What kind of game is that?
God of War?
You know how they have that genre of game? Like, you go into an area, fight a couple monsters, you level up your skills. You know what I mean?
An
There's
interactive movie?
certain areas where you can...
That's kind of what God of War.
It's like there's no free roam. There's no... It's like a mapped free roam, if anything.
It's just,
It has to have a genre.
yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
I don't either.
Just an adventure
That's what I was
game,
trying
would
to see.
say.
Is if anyone knew. Are you making guesses?
Yeah, I have no clue.
Are you making
Shoot 'em
guesses?
down.
I was asking
I'm
if
just,
we knew.
I'm just guessing what I would see on the Steam suggested section.
Yeah, it would
Fantasy.
Be it'd probably be RPG.
I don't even think-
They throw everything on
It
there.
would probably be an
I wonder what they
RPG
have it classified as. Let's look it up.
because
I mean, you role play as Kratos.
you roleplay as Kratos. You can get different gear.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to have the same
Level up.
setup. But yeah, I was saying just a
I don't know,
second
there's
ago.
because there's different kinds.
Yeah.
Two things can be RPG, and they can
It's
be
a
completely
action
different games.
adventure hack and slash game.
Hack
Action
and slash.
adventure.
That's what I'd call it. A hack and slash game. Yeah,
I'd call Diablo more hack and slash. I mean, it is hack and slash, but definitely action adventure.
yeah. That's what I'm saying though.
Because like you're
there's
going
not-
on an adventure and there's a lot of action in it, but like there is an end goal.
Yeah.
Whereas in Diablo, like your whole point's to kill Diablo, but you can just go wherever, murder dudes. It's a looter.
You know what? Also,
It's
is
a dungeon
bad?
crawl.
A
It
bad
is.
game to live in.
Diablo?
fucking Shadow of Colossus. That game would be terrible.
You see, I thought about saying that one instead of Dark Souls.
Yeah.
But if you play the whole game and you pay attention to the story, it's just some kid going out and
Yeah.
murdering a bunch of
Giant.
nice creatures
Well-
because he's supposed to revive his girlfriend.
Yeah, but they have demons in them. Well, not demons, but they have like dark.
They ain't hurting nobody.
Dark. I mean, no, but
They're in the middle of a valley and he is the only living human
but
there.
Big God Boy said so.
Yeah, Big God Boy also lied.
Hey, so yeah, Big God Boy is also a bad guy.
Like,
I'm on
Just
Mark's
because he is not bad guy.
side. Just because you are a bad guy doesn't mean you are a bad guy.
they weren't doing nothing to nobody.
No.
You went up there and were like, climb, 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 stab.
Also, I think the fucking last boss was kind of bullshit. How is it's like the biggest one,
Mhm.
but it's not an actual. It's like the giant tower. You have to climb. You have to climb the giant tower, and it's not actually like a moving giant dude.
I mean, it was a PlayStation 2. They had a limit.
Yeah, but they made giant dudes in it. They can make one a little.
They made some
bit
pretty
taller.
big dudes in it. I'm a giant. Dude.
I'd say giant.
I mean, pretty big dudes.
Wayne's a pretty big dude.
For you.
Why just get shot at me all of a sudden?
I'd say
I was
if,
saying,
if you had to pick, which Far Cry would you live in the most, and which Far Cry would you live in the least?
probably 2. I think
You'd live in 2?
because I can run out of Africa. I can't swim off an island and survive.
I'd probably live
From
in
Voss.
1. Because when you play 1, you're basically God.
Yeah,
You're pretty much invincible.
You're a super soldier in 1 for sure.
The one I would least want to live in? Listen, I want to say 4 or 5. Primal. Least want to live in Primal.
I can see that. Yeah, 5 wouldn't be bad because it's not too far from now.
Primal.
I didn't. Primal was a great game. I liked it.
You're the few.
Alrighty.
One of the few.
I liked most of them. I played 3
We
through
know-
5.
we know
I
why
played
Far
all of
Cry
them.
is dying.
I didn't play 1 or 2.
I played all of them, and I didn't like Primal the most.
Primal was not my thing.
I don't like 5 that much, and a lot of people did. 2 is my favorite.
5 was okay.
5 was that's exactly. It was okay. It was there. It was fun for.
I think my favorite part of 5 was the giant meat grinder on the tractor. Clearly the best.
I liked the getting the
So when you hit somebody, it
The
was just
bear.
a miss. Just
having the bear follow you around.
I would like to live in the one where you are at the table with the Asian guy.
4.
In the beginning,
I think it's 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you sit there
In the
and walk.
mountains. And he
Sit
says,
there
I'll be
long
right
enough.
back. And if you
Yeah.
stay right back, it's like, all right, let's
Complete
go
the game.
shoot some
I think
guns.
I'd want to live in that one,
I would.
and then I wouldn't want to live in 5.
I wouldn't mind.
What do you got against Montana?
5 ain't that
A
far
lot.
off from the world right now. You're not that far from 5.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking live here, man.
Yeah, but you can drive away from Montana. Just like Africa, I can just walk away. Probably
Walk out.
die, but I have a chance. On an island, I'm swimming.
Why would you leave
I'm
Africa?
about
Like, less
sure I'm
rains?
not going to die.
Down in Africa.
But also in that one, you have malaria.
That's true.
The whole time?
Yes.
Gross.
So
I mean, I don't think you get
'cause the whole
rid of
thing
malaria.
is like finding the fucking medicine to
yeah, you
keep
just
over
like
it.
you just make it the symptoms subside.
Yeah, I think
when
once you
take
catch
the
malaria,
medicine.
you've got malaria. Because my grandpa caught malaria in
Yeah.
Vietnam, and he's that's just it. He's
I think
got
it comes back. Yeah, like it'll come back in
Yeah,
waves.
he's got it forever.
I'm no fucking
So
doctor.
maybe-
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Maybe it'll show up. I'm
like it'll
Yeah.
come back.
I don't know how accurate or more likely inaccurate I am. But I'm pretty sure once you catch it, that's it. It's there. It might not show up, but it's there. You have it.
That one was good though. I liked
Alright.
it too.
I like to change my answer of where I would never want to live to Warhammer 40k. Ever. Fuck that. If you know anything about the Warhammer lore,
I agree with you.
if you know anything about Warhammer
I
lore,
don't know a ton about it.
no, never, no,
But what if you were a space marine?
no,
That's the
no.
worst.
You can't be a space marine. You're a normal human. You can literally only be a foot soldier, which they send. This is how the humans win wars. They send billions of people to die as cannon fodder. They just outnumber you. That's how humans in Warhammer win wars. You can't be a space marine because space marines are engineered from the fetus up to be 8 foot minimum, tall, muscle-bound humanoids.
Copy and Halo. I'm pretty sure Warhammer was a thing before Halo, wasn't it?
Yes,
I'd
very
imagine.
much so.
I mean, it's a fucking
Sounds
tabletop
like
game.
Halo was copy.
Like the only faction worth
Fucking
joining,
Warcraft copied RuneScape. You got a problem?
the only faction
I
worth
don't
joining
care about either of
as
those
like a
things.
modern human from our
You don't
world
care about either of those?
is
Not
the
enough.
Tau.
No, we were talking about playing RuneScape again.
You can only join the Tau as a modern person. If you tried any other faction, nope, not happening.
The Tau look like Martian samurais.
I mean, they are, but they also accept literally anybody in for the greater good, and anybody can fight with them. Doesn't matter if you're human or not.
That's fair. I still wouldn't want to live there.
They're by no means the good guys. Every single person,
By no means.
every single person in Warhammer is the bad guy. Every faction is evil. There's no exception to this rule. That's why people like playing
The
It's
Warhammer.
like,
real
it's
world.
like the factions in Fallout.
Yeah, that's why people like playing Warhammer. Is because they get to be the bad guy
There's good people in Fallout.
no matter what. No matter what, they just pick a justice and say, this is it. And
That's
even the
just like
Tau. The
one
Tau are
good
like for the
person.
greater good, but you're lesser than them. Now, it's for the greater good. They're all about equality, but the greater good is like still not a great thing because you're not a Tau.
I get
You can be here, but you're not one of us.
I'm with you.
Whereas the Marines are just like, you're not a human? Die, you filthy Xeno scum.
Yeah,
And then the
wow.
warp is just fucked. If you want to get technical about it, the only good person in warp is I don't know his name because I don't know the mythos very well, but he's
I don't know much of
he's
it.
one of the chaos. He's one of the 4 major chaos gods because there's minor chaos gods. He's one of the 4 major chaos gods. And he's basically a bunch of rotting flesh and plague and disgustingness.
Wow.
He's basically pestilence in the chaos. He's the Warhammer's version of pestilence.
Yeah.
But the reason I think his name is it starts with an N. I can't remember it. I don't have my phone. But the reason he is technically the only good guy is because he loves everyone. Because everyone will rot
Oh wow.
and everyone will die. So he loves everyone
What guy?
I don't think that's
because they're
That's
all going to end up where he is.
That's a good answer. I'd
They're
say.
all coming to him. Screw that place. Warhammer would be the worst place to live.
So that's your new answer?
That's my
Your
answer.
new answer.
Your new lease? I'm sticking with Bioshock.
I'll stick with For Honor.
Never
I
Warhammer.
don't,
pretty
I'd
bad.
rather not live there.
Never Warhammer. Either one. Warhammer or Warhammer
In
40k.
For Honor, they just get everybody gets toyed around so goddamn much.
Like I said, whenever dark Middle Ages, whichever era, those things. I don't think it was a specific era, but
However,
Any of those
would be
would be
pretty
terrible.
cool to see that happen in real life.
For Honor,
As far as like being in there as an experience, it would be cool to see.
Yeah.
However,
If I could just be,
actually
like,
living
an-
it,
Just seeing
probably
things.
not the good
If I could
thing.
just like be an intangible observer
Like there's an eye in the sky kind
I'd
of
go
deal.
watch. Yeah, I go watch Warhammer. That's just nuts.
I'd watch all kinds of shit. Yeah.
Exterminatus,
Mhm.
dude, that's crazy. They drop a
It's
giant.
crazy.
It's basically just a giant bullet that it just erases a whole planet. It's like this planet is no longer savable. Boop, gone.
Wow.
It's crazy. There's like a 3-minute clip on YouTube you can find of cutscenes from one of the games about Exterminatus. You watch that shit, and it's like that's devastating.
That happens in a book I'm reading, where
You blow it all up.
the certain faction, it's like one of the higher species in the world. They have railgun darts just flying around space. They like perpetually go around space to build up enough momentum, and then they can like send them to a planet, and it just breaks the planet in half.
Wow. The books you read are pretty wild.
I think you'd like the one I'm talking about.
It's called Ender's Game?
It's a comedy adventure.
Oh,
It's a comedy adventure.
Ender's Game.
I hated Ender's Game.
That was a game, wasn't it? Like an actual PlayStation game or some shit.
I don't know. It was a book first.
Pretty
It
sure.
was a book.
Yeah, 100% a book first. But I remember they brought it to.
I like the book. I didn't hate
We're all
it.
into some weird book. We're all into some pretty.
We're
weird
all some
books.
pretty weird books into.
Jerks are jerks.
Yeah, sometimes jerks, they be jerks.
On that note, we're gonna send you to an ad.
I see you over there checking out our sweet beards. I mean, Mikey and I's, of course. And let me tell you a little something about how we take care of them. We use products from the Beard Struggle. The nightly beard oil is a dream and keeps my beard moist throughout the night and prevents any of the typical dry, itchy skin of that underbeard. Head over to the beardstruggle.com and take their helpful quiz to find the best products tailored to your needs. While you're at it, go ahead and use our promo code TIMESUP15 at checkout and save 15% off your next purchase. Again, that's TIMESUP15, TIMESUP15 at checkout. May Odin be with you.
Yeah.
All right, we're back. All right,
Next question.
bonus question.
Bonus
Bonus round.
question. Ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum.
What anime would you want to live in the most and the least? You want to go first, Mikey?
I'll go first.
I don't know
Most? I think anyone can guess this. Cowboy Bebop. The
I
most.
knew it was gonna happen.
Same reason for Mass Effect. Space and shit. Also, being a bounty hunter would be dope.
Cowboy Bebop's dope. Oh, I already remember yours now.
Exactly. Why would you not live in Cowboy Bebop?
Took my only two, both
Wait.
of you.
Least? Attack on Titan. Because why the fuck would you want to live in that hellhole where you can't trust anyone?
Yeah.
There's giant monsters everywhere. Like, fuck that. Doesn't matter. Doesn't even matter for, like, Levi.
The most
Obviously.
skilled dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still dangerous.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Shit could get fucked
Total
up. There's
shithole.
giant monsters. Have fun for a little bit, swinging around on the little thing, slicing shit open. Then you die.
And then you die.
And you get eaten. That's fine.
Mine's a double-edged sword.
Most?
The most I would want to live in is Ghost in the Shell.
Fucking thief. Go ahead.
Fuck you mean fucking thief? I
Hey,
told you this like a week
I felt
ago.
this about you as well. So
Fucking, because like, to me, that world would be fucking dope to live
It would
in.
be
It
dope.
would be so
It
cool.
would be amazing.
Mhm.
Also, the least I would want to live in, Ghost in the Shell, because it could be equally as shitty.
And isn't this
This is
only
true.
because the second I mentioned somebody hacking your brain, you're like, oh, I forgot about that.
Because like you could just get totally fucked.
Yeah.
Then also, I mean, like you brought up when we were talking about, it's like a predated Alita Battle Angel. That world is shitty.
This is true.
Alita is a dope show, though.
It is super good, but
The new movie, the original movie, the manga. I'm a fan of most of it.
yeah. So mine would be Ghost in the Shell and Ghost in the Shell because I would love to live there, but I would also hate to live there because it's a scary place.
I'm about it.
I think my most, just because it's a little bit of A and B over here, Space Dandy. It's not as serious,
Gotcha.
but it's still a dope space opera style, and it's got all that nice funk music. I'm about funk.
Cowboy Bebop is.
It's just, I like the style. I love it. And then my least, easily, and I mean this easily, Evangelon.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Not familiar.
Okay, so have you seen the memes about the kid? I'm not getting in that robot. Get in the fucking robot, Shin. It's all about a kid whose dad builds these giant robots to fight off these monsters
Oh, I
called
do know.
angels. And he's like, my dad builds giant robots, but I'm an emotional little teen and I don't get it because I'm horny. I don't want to get in the robot. This is legitimately the plot of the show. My penis hurts. I don't want to get in the robot. And his dad's like, dude, get in the fucking robot and kill the angel. Because if you don't, we all die. And he's like, for like 4 shows. I don't want to get in the robot. And so many people die because he's a bitch about it. Get in the robot. Also, the main reason I hate it is because these angels are just like extraterrestrial, indestructible beings that decided, fuck humans, and wipe us out of existence because they want to.
That's
Alright.
fair.
And every time we kill one, a stronger one shows up because we killed the last one. It's like, look, adapt, overcome.
It's like
They,
Pacific
ba-
Rim.
they just
Basically.
Bear Grylls it out.
It is. It's almost exactly like Pacific Rim.
Screw that.
Wow.
Anyways, what anime do you guys think you would want to live in or not live in? Also, video game. Same subject.
Yeah. Or book.
If you got a book,
Any
list your
kind of
book.
world or universe that you
Whatever fictional medium you're about.
read, listened to, or
Send it our way.
played.
Yeah.
Always looking for good audiobooks.
Yes, yes.
If it's your least favorite one, I probably won't look at it.
I'm about it.
Oof.
We'll listen to the
Well,
audiobook.
I'm about your least favorite ones because, like, Warhammer, I don't want to live there.
All
An
about
amazing story. Like, listen, the lore, you can just keep going. Plus, like, the YouTube series, Astartes, that's just dope.
All right, time's up, boys. Hourglass is empty.